All right, so I'll speed you up to date. We've been separated for 3 weeks. I could look at a date when she sent me the text, but it's been about 3 weeks now that my wife left, and we haven't had a divorce, but she wants one. I don't want one. Long story short, I had to take a whole week off work. She was gone. She didn't want to come around the house. It was just me, my son, my dogs, and I'm desperately trying to get in touch with her and get her back. She didn't want anything to do. She wanted to leave me, and she said she didn't love me anymore and all that kind of stuff. So then I begged her, I said, come back home, Adriana, please. You've got to be home. I mean, I'll leave the house. Whatever, you've got to be here. My son needs you, the dog needs you, the house needs you. My job, I'm gone. I work 80, 90, 100 hours a week. I'm gone 5-6 days a week. I'm never home. So the last conversation I had was pretty good. I mean, I'm crying. She's not. When I guess I know she's hurting. But my plans tomorrow are to buy chocolates, buy flowers, whether she tells me to shove them up my backside or keeps them. I've never done stuff like that. I'm trying that. We've been married 20 years.
Adriana Ohlson was everything to her family that they needed. She was born in Brazil, and she moved to the United States with big dreams and a strong faith in God. Her friends and family called her Drea. She spent time helping others and was deeply involved in 2 churches. One for her Brazilian community and the other one for her Pensacola, Florida community. Adriana was outgoing. She was full of life. She made everyone feel welcome, even strangers. But the most important role in her life was being a mother to her child, David. Adriana had a tough pregnancy. She stayed in bed almost 5 months just to keep her baby safe. And in 2003, she gave birth to David Alan Ohlson. From the moment he was born, she and her husband Aaron made David the center of their world. They didn't have a lot of money, but they always had each other, and they worked hard to give David a good life. Even when he was little, they could see something was different about him. David had trouble handling emotions, had issues with anxiety and focusing. Also, as he got older, doctors diagnosed him with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, a mood disorder. Even though they tried everything to help him, therapy, medicine, support, David's mental health didn't improve much. By the time he was a teenager, he was mostly staying in the home. He didn't want to have a job or a car. This world was limited to the internet. Still, Adriana and Aaron never gave up. They stood by him, encouraged him, tried to help him love himself even when he seemed to be falling apart. Adriana and Aaron had been married for nearly 20 years. By the early 2022, their relationship had changed. They separated for 3 weeks before the tragedy. Aaron moved out and Adriana stayed in the house with David. In a police interview, Aaron explained that Adriana wanted a divorce, even though he didn't. He had taken a few weeks off of work trying to convince her to come back home, telling her the house, their son, and even the dog needed her. But to David, the separation was not just a breakup, it was a complete loss. He told police that he felt like things were falling apart. He believed that his mother no longer loved him and was leaving him behind. He started having dark thoughts, and he felt more alone with each passing day. By late March 2022, David admitted that he started planning to hurt somebody close to his mother. He got a shotgun from the family safe, but never left the driveway. Still, the idea of using a weapon had taken over his mind, and the line between thoughts and actions had started to blur. By early April, things at home had gotten worse. Adriana had called Aaron multiple times saying David was acting out. She even mentioned the shotgun, but told him everything was under control. But it wasn't. Something in David had changed. He was no longer thinking clearly. His world didn't make sense anymore. Fear and love no longer grounded him, only anger and confusion. Just after midnight, Adriana came home after being out. David had been there all day. When she walked in, they started arguing again. David told investigators that she seemed cold towards him. The yelling got worse, but eventually things calmed down. David sat on the living room floor, crossed his legs, and said the gun was unloaded. Then Aaron came into the house. Adriana stood nearby, and in that moment, David made a terrible choice. He grabbed the shotgun, loaded a round, and pointed it at his father. Then he quickly turned it towards his mother and fired. She fell to the floor. Aaron grabbed the gun and locked it in his truck before calling 911.
Hello? Yes, this is Aaron Ohlson.
Okay. Is this your wife?
Yes, that's my wife. Adriana Ohlson. She's my wife.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to tell you she didn't make it.
What? No! 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 What?
By the time they got her, they were doing,
Dad, keep praying. A miracle can happen. A miracle can happen, Dad. Keep praying. Keep praying.
like she bled out. So we took her, we've done all sorts of things. We did
Oh my God. Oh my God. What? No! 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 Please! 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 Please!
devastating.
Oh my God! Please, dude. There's nothing you can do. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
She dead.
Can you let my son in here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Please tell me there's nothing you can do? David, she's gone.
I killed her.
David.
I killed her.
David.
Stop.
Stop, stop, stop.
No, 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 no.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Wait a
Dad,
minute.
pray. Keep praying.
I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying.
When police arrived, David was calm and cooperative. Aaron told police exactly what happened. He had just walked into the house when David, sitting on the floor, suddenly got up with the gun. Aaron begged him to stop, and he said, "David, what are you doing?" But it was too late. Adriana was rushed to the hospital, but she didn't survive. The woman who had once spent months on bed rest to protect her baby had now lost her life by that same child's hands. When police told Aaron that Adriana had died, his reaction was heartbreaking. He cried, screamed, and he begged for it not to be true. The moment was caught on video during his police interview.
Oh, yesterday we had a good time the last time.
This goes
What'd you guys do?
It was nice to me for once.
Tonight?
Yesterday, we drove around downtown. I don't know if that was God saying, "This is the last time you're gonna be with your mom."
Did you guys
Hang on
go
a minute.
anywhere specific?
Let's
Did you
see.
drive
Man, so
around?
We were just driving around, and I was trying to be on good terms. I've been trying to stay strong. I'm not gonna victimize myself, but I was a long time ago.
my son's got a lot of psychological
And
issues. A lot.
I'm not crazy though, so it's my fault.
Okay. So what happened tonight then?
I don't. That's yeah.
I'll explain.
what
Just give me
happened?
some time, okay? I just need to breathe
Okay.
because it's not fun to think about what led up to the situation.
Oh,
What is
I
today?
understand.
Today is 7th, 8th.
I'm trying to see.
The 8th.
Hang on a minute.
Our life was for once together. And my mom dies 3 weeks later because of me. Imagine that. 3 weeks later, right after everything goes back together, you kill your mom.
What do you mean?
And you love your mom.
Of course you do. What do you mean everything goes back together? Help me understand what you mean by that.
I've been having psychological problems. I wasn't a vegetable, but I was able to do things, and I decided to go, you know what? Screw it. Even though I got all these mental illnesses, I'm not crazy. I can do things.
Sure.
And I decided to take a step. And I'm getting a car. I'm about to get a job.
Okay. Wow.
And I was going to go to college. My mom was there. Everything was good.
Aaron couldn't believe what had happened. He and Adriana had built a life together from scratch. They raised David as a team. And even when they separated, they stayed in touch because they both cared deeply about him. When Adriana called that night, Aaron drove over immediately. He was still a dad, and he still wanted to help. Police took David into custody that night. He admitted to feeling angry and confused. He said his mom seemed cold and distant, and that he believed she was about to leave him forever. He said he had gotten the shotgun earlier that day to hurt somebody else, but he changed his mind. He pointed it at himself and then his father, then his mother. I didn't expect to shoot her, he told police. David was charged with second-degree murder with a firearm. He was 18 years old. He had no criminal record and he had no violent history before. But mental health experts found that David's issues were severe. One psychiatrist said it was the worst case of OCD that she had ever seen. David also had ADHD, anxiety, and major mood problems. His brain was overwhelmed with intrusive thoughts and constant emotional storms. His defense attorney argued that David was so mentally unwell he didn't understand what he was doing. He said he could not be held responsible. But not everybody agreed. Even the psychiatrist who examined David said that while his mental health played a role, he knew right from wrong. That meant he didn't meet the legal standard for being insane. It was a painful line to draw. David was sick, but the law didn't see that as enough to excuse what happened. David's case moved towards trial in early 2023. If found guilty of murder, he would face life in prison. But in May of 2023, he took a plea deal. He pled no contest to manslaughter with a weapon. That reduced the maximum possible sentence to 30 years. At the sentencing, both sides made powerful arguments. The prosecutor said what happened was wrong, unjustified, and tragic. David's lawyers said he had never known a normal life. He had been living in pain for years. When David spoke, he said, "I know I need help. I've always known I've needed help. I'm very sorry. This is my fault." Then his father took the stand and said, "He's my only child. I love him. I'm proud of him. I just want him to love himself." Adriana was remembered with music, prayers, and tears. Her loved one spoke in English and Portuguese. Her sister flew in from Brazil to share memories and to say goodbye. Aaron also spoke at the service. He talked about how he and Adriana met and how they raised their son and how much they loved him. There was no easy way to explain what happened that night. There is no simple answer, no diagnosis that can make it make sense. It was a story of two parents who loved their son and their son whose mind couldn't carry the weight of the world around him. But even with all the pain, it seems like this family truly loved each other until the very end. On June the 28th, 2023, the judge sentenced David to 124.5 months, which is 10 years in the Florida Department of Corrections. After that, he will be under community control for 2 years and probation for 15 more. It was a sentence in the middle, not the harshest, but not the lightest one either. David was sent to the minimum security prison in Crawfordville, Florida. He is expected to be released in February of 2032. He will be 29 years old. Today he lives behind bars, not in the home with his mother, but in a place where time passes slowly. Aaron still posts on social media sometimes. He shares photos of David as a little boy and the memories of Adriana. In one memory to her, he says, "Our boy needs us. This is not a story with winners. It's a story full of heartbreak, loss, and unanswered questions.
I could have done it.
I can't even talk anyway.
No matter what intrusive thoughts come in my head, no matter how angry I am, no matter whenever I'm angry, my intrusive thoughts, like, you can still go. That's crazy. That's childish. That's what I did, was childish. I was angry, and I started talking about, because when he got in the house, I got so heated, because I wasn't expecting it to be between me and her. And then I got heated, so I started bringing up all the messed up stuff she said to me. I was pointing the gun around. I pointed it at Dad, because they were going to get the gun. I turned around, bop.
I wasn't getting anything, David. I just was there.
And you were walking towards me to grab the shotgun.
No, right. Once I realized you had it. But I didn't know I wasn't there for it. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to keep peace, man. I just woke up and drove straight over there. When I noticed you had a gun and you were waving it around, yes, I did. I was like, David, what are you doing? And
I was looking forward for all three of us to at least be together so we could have my graduation. So I can still have my mom with me.
I was going to buy chocolates and flowers. That's my whole plan for tomorrow.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.